Oh boy. Oh boy. Those are fighting words there, Patty. I do not know how the rest of the hockey world is going to react to this. But I know one thing. Montreal Canadiens fans will absolutely eat this up. And for good reason, too. Because today we are talking about Montreal Canadiens forward Patrik Laine and the bold comments. In fact, I honestly think bold comments might be a bit of an understatement, because Patrik Laine has just made a statement. And it comes to us in the form of the newest rebuild. Not the Montreal Canadiens rebuild, no, that's kind of like already done, sort of. But the trailer to the Rebuild Season 2, the Montreal Canadiens behind-the-scenes documentary, which premieres on Crave on August 21st. Now, this has been really, really interesting. The first season is on YouTube. Crave is all up in there giving Canadiens fans some really interesting content, and this, later this month, is going to be Season 2, with a whole bunch of insider info as to what the Canadiens are like as a team behind the scenes, the folks that run the team, the players that are on it. It's really cool. But the comments that Patrik Laine made at this part of the trailer, which, look, I'm not going to say that this is like yesterday. Oh, Patrik Laine just said this. Like, no, that's not really the case here. This is from an interview, or not even an interview, a video clip of a documentary that's going to premiere in a few weeks here. So Patrik Laine could have said this last year, for all we know. But the quote that's making the rounds from Laine, as seen on the Habs Rebuild Season 2 trailer, is right here. Laine says, "Whoever bets against me is going to lose all their money." And I'm going to be honest, like, the first thing that I thought about when I read this quote and I watched the video clip where he very adamantly says that, I was like, that kind of gives me shades of Filip Zadina, not gonna lie. Like, remember when Filip Zadina was supposed to go 3rd overall in the 2018 draft, and the Habs, the Coyotes, the Senators, they all passed on him? And then he said, yeah, I'm gonna show them for passing on me in the draft. I'm gonna fill their nets with pucks. And then he inevitably did not do that because he wasn't that good in Detroit. But I feel like these Patty Laine comments have that same energy. Whoever bets against me is going to lose all their money. And some of the comments, I mean, this is what I mean, man. Habs fans are going to bite. Ryan Walt says, I am biting hard on this one. If he is healthy, motivated, and playing with good players, he's going to succeed. And it looks like he is on pace for all of that. We need his health to hold out, physical and mental. Plus, it would make Columbus fans lose it, and after last season's interactions, I would enjoy that. Another reply says, yeah, we'd all enjoy it. But honestly, last season after his injury, he did start to get his footing back. Albeit he stays healthy, like you said, mentally and physically, Patrik Laine is going to shine. More practice 5v5, more production not on the power play, that's all going to do this guy some wonders. He's not done yet, he's got a lot to prove, and I feel like he is going to get it done. This poster on Reddit, Substantial Humor, then predicts that Patrik Laine gets 40 goals and 25 assists. Interesting. I'm not sure if that disparity is really all too realistic. Like, I understand 40 goals. I think Laine is probably one of the few players that Montreal has had in a while that is capable of doing that. It just depends on the games played and his shooting percentage sustaining itself throughout the year. But is he really only good enough for 25 assists? I don't know, man. This previous year, he had 13 assists in 52 games played. But the seasons before, when he was a point-per-game threat in Columbus, he actually was a more productive assist guy than goal guy. So I guess we have to pay attention to that when projecting just how productive Laine will be in 25-26. But going back over onto the comments, I mean, oh, he said that now? Yeah, 6 hours ago. Yeah, so that's kind of why I don't really know if this is a current thing. It's a quote from the trailer, so he probably said that during last season or before. Confidence has never been the problem with Patrik Laine. It would be nice if he was right. All right, there's a little bit of doubt there from Mrtka 2007, which I do think is healthy for all intents and purposes. We shouldn't be blindly following and believing that the best is always going to be yet to come with everybody. But still, if Patrik Laine went out there and said at the beginning of the season or before his season began, before he got injured really, that yeah, anybody who bets against me, they're going to lose all their money. Firstly, you have to say, yeah, well, hopefully he doesn't get hurt this upcoming preseason. Knock on wood. Cedric Pare, you get your feet away from my Patrik Laine. But also, I did say at the beginning of this video that Habs fans will indeed eat this up. And Montreal fans are always going to be there, but hockey fans in general, they might not be drinking the Gatorade here. This same post was posted onto Our Hockey, the main hockey-related subreddit, and the comments here are a lot more pessimistic. Whoever bets against me is going to lose all their money, Laine says. The top reply says, oh, for the first month of the season, sure. And then we had ourselves, wasn't last season supposed to be the comeback? He scored 20 goals in 52 games still. 15 power play goals in 52 games is not sustainable, though. Columbus fans sure are betting against him. I mean, I'm definitely not betting on him either. Big lad Nang goes out there and says, so even though this is a pretty bold thing for a Canadiens guy to go out there and say, even some Canadiens fans are not being too optimistic here, which again, I think that is healthy. We should not just blindly believe that everybody's going to be amazing. Hudson's going to have a 100-point year and Laine is going to get 50 goals. That's not guaranteed. And if you're going into the season believing that wholeheartedly in your heart of hearts that that is absolutely going to be the case, then I'm sorry, but you're probably going to be a bit disappointed. But at the same time, there is still general room for optimism here. A reply says, I would love to see Laine prove everybody wrong and lose people who bet against him a whole bunch of money. Hopefully he can get back to clapping bombs and the something. Well, it is a contract year for him, so it would make sense that he would be trying harder. He just needs to stay healthy and provide 5-on-5 offense, not just on the power play. Then he can sign a big contract and coast again. We'll see if he actually does that. He's going to rock those personal records. Man, it's going to be very, very tough to live up to what Laine did in his early seasons in the NHL. I mean, 70 points, 44 goals. Is that version of Laine still available in that frame of his? Who really knows? At this point, if the guy gets 60 points, I think Canadiens fans would generally be happy, especially if a lot of that production comes at 5v5. But ultimately, to end off this video, I think this quote from Ryan Waltz says it all. I don't care about the last few years. We've seen how electric he can be offensively, and the talent is still there. Hockey's more fun when you put blind faith into your guys over the summer. Okay, I just said not to do that, but it is kind of fun to do that. I don't know, man. I don't know. So far, he has been stapled to Demidov through the summer. Defensive results are to be determined, but it's a safe bet to think they will score plenty of goals. And ultimately, with Laine being one of the guys that is always on the ice in Brassard, he's consistently one of the last players to leave, along with Demidov. The fact that he is consistently getting in there, fighting the fight, and training in the public eye, that's a really good sign. And I think with all of this combined, it makes for a Patrik Laine that Canadiens fans can be super excited about, whilst holding some reasonably formulated doubts at the same time. Like, nobody's guaranteeing it, but I think we can slowly, reasonably say that a 40-goal season is possible. We just gotta wait and see. So, I'm going to leave links in the description to this on HabsFanatics.com, as well as the Reddit that is posted here by Substantial Humor. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about Patrik Laine and his potential this upcoming campaign? Is he going to make people regret betting against him? Yes or no? Thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. 99, and bye.